Plaintiff Michael Megison says he first met the defendant years ago when she was 13 years old. And several years later, after they reconnected online, they started dating. Michael's suing his ex-girlfriend today for unpaid loans. Defendant Misty Bannikin says she and Michael only went on 2 dates, and he was never her boyfriend. Misty claims after she told Michael she didn't want to see him anymore, he started crying hysterically, and she insists all the money for Michael was a gift.
Tell me what happened.
All right, I have to go back to 1990. I was a student at Geneseo, and she and a group of friends used to come to the store where I used to work to make extra money. And they were like giddy little girls, and they would try.
They would come to your store to make extra money.
I was making extra money, and they would follow me around. They were local girls. I need
to understand what you meant by that. They came to your store to earn some extra money.
No, I was earning extra money at Geneseo. I was a college student. Most students are not usually.
So what did they come there for that would give them money?
Nothing to give them money. They would come for me just to see me.
While you were earning extra money?
Well, I was earning extra money.
Gotcha. So you got to make it clear.
All right. Just wanted to make it clear
who's earning the extra money here.
Totally understood, Your Honor.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. And they were fun girls, and they would try to make me laugh, and we became kind of good friends in the context of the store. And
one day a week of seeing you work when we went into the store after church does not constitute as friends, seeing that I was 13 and you were 24, Michael.
Excuse me, Misty. You're mischaracterizing it. You and a group of friends would come constantly over to the store and visit me.
With our parents at 13, Michael.
There were no parents around.
13-year-olds do not make a conscious decision to go see a 24-year-old man.
You're making, again, a mischaracterization of the whole thing.
You can see the words that you yourself printed that say I was 13 and you
Misty,
were 24.
Could I please finish my statement?
Go right ahead.
Thank you very much.
You have to ask me if you can please.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Statement. She's not the judge today. But go ahead.
Well,
by the way, she's your ex-girlfriend, and when you met her, she was 13, but I'll leave that alone.
And 2 dates does not constitute as a boyfriend,
It was 4 dates, Misty.
4 dates.
It was 4 dates, and we had dated. It was 4 dates, and I can tell you exactly the places that we went to.
Yeah, places we go to are irrelevant to the fact of a relationship.
It's irrelevant.
There was never a relationship.
Oh, if it wasn't a relationship, Misty, then what happened in the car?
So what happened in the car?
Don't tell me that there was no relationship here.
A relationship, let's see.
Now, I usually don't let this happen, but you all, this is some good stuff here. I want to hear this.
Had I went to the hospital that night instead
what happened in that car? That's what I want to know.
In the car. Okay, I will tell you.
We missed 3 exits.
I will gladly tell you what happened in the car.
Stop.
All right.
Stop. Continue with your case, sir. She and her friends would come by. I didn't know they were 13, but they would come by and visit with you where you were working.
And just make me laugh. It was just a friendly little thing where I would say hello to them.
Mm-hmm.
And fast forward to around 1995, I see her again, and we talk a little bit.
She's 18 by that time.
Yeah, she's 18 by that time. And I saw her.
You stated I was finally legal, too. Little creepy.
I never said that, Misty. That's a libel.
Let me allow her to speak some, sir. Go ahead, ma'am.
They're just stating that one thing. I did print all the blogs that were done about me.
About what we've discussed so far?
The thing right now, I will back it up in his own words, where he said that I finally ran into her. She had grown into a beautiful woman and now finally legal. And I have that right here.
Well, I don't remember that, but if that blog says so.
I mean, at least that was his state of mind, that he was conscious of your age.
Absolutely.
And had you been younger than 18, that he would not have been associated
being conscious
with you.
Of an age, but still. I have daughters myself, and I just
Let's just get right down to it, ma'am. Did you ever date him?
No, Your Honor, I never dated him.
So you've never been his girlfriend at all?
There is exact words, even in here on his words, where he said that it was agreed upon to catch up and that it was not even a date. That's in his own words.
But it turned into a date.
How do you somehow turn it into a date in your head?
Well, we know why, Misty, because you said so. Let's see how it was.
Let's see. Now, is this you talking, or is this the Michael alter ego talking?
Oh, all right.
also sends me messages.
All right, we can go into text messages where you had made text messages that a typical boyfriend and girlfriend would send.
But we were not a couple.
That's enough.
Ever.
Talk to me.
All right.
And you can hear him. Go ahead. What did she send? I'll let you prove who's the liar here regarding this girlfriend and boyfriend stuff that might give me some insight on the loans that I'm sure someone will deny or lie about. What is that you're holding up?
These are
Read it.
text messages
Read it.
that a typical boyfriend
Read
and
it.
girlfriend would say. All right,
That a typical boyfriend girlfriend would say.
Let
that
him speak, ma'am.
10:07 a.m. on April 6th. It's a date. 2:57 p.m. That's so sweet, babe. I've never been treated that good. 7:38 a.m. Miss you too. We get the nicest weather for our date. 3:29 p.m. You're too, sweetie. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. 4909 8:16 a.m. Dress or casual tonight. 11:21 a.m. I'm looking forward to this evening. 11:57 p.m. Good night. Thank you for the wonderful night.
Thank you for a wonderful night.
You can tag anyone that I text, and every one of them is honey, babe, or I'm a very enthusiastic, and I was very
Whatever.
nice to you until I saw what a creep
Talk to
you
me.
were. Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, this at first he just seemed cool. Like, you know, we reconnected on Facebook about 5 months ago. Everything seemed all right. It was agreed in these words right in here. I have everything highlighted possible. At first it was just a let's go out, let's catch up, let's whatever. By the second date, I knew that that just wasn't for me.
How long after this time did you send those texts?
That was all throughout the course of our friendship.
No,
Like
you should
within-
know when that text. Let's see when that text occurred. Let's get right to it, so you can't talk in circles on me with this. On April 6th of 2009, how long had you all resumed your friendship by that time?
By that time, it was maybe 3 weeks.
So 3 weeks after catching up, you were saying these things to him. Gotcha.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And we had, you know, just planned like different outings and stuff. He was moving way too fast for my particular interest, wanting to go out of town, wanting to go here, wanting to go there. After these few dates, I have messages where he was ready
So
to
they
buy
were
me
dates.
a ring.
Then you
and
did date.
No, we went out on dates. We were never a couple.
Gotcha. All
Ever.
right. And calling him sweetie and baby and saying I enjoyed my night.
I'll
and all
call
that.
you sweetie. And I'm just like that. You know, I have that personality. Everybody's high,
Not
babe.
a lot of people do that. That's
You know,
you're right.
it's-
A lot of people. My
So-
friend Monique, the television and film actress and comedian. That's all she calls folks. Hey baby. Every time you see is hey baby, and it's endearing. That's what a lot of folks like
Well,
her
that's
and
just
watching.
my personality. When I decided that I wanted to end things, like not ending a relationship because there wasn't one, but ending any contact whatsoever, not even a friendship, because his personality was very creepy to me, a very
Like
creepy
what?
demeanor. Like when I first said that I don't want to see you anymore, he left his job where he takes care of children, just left and showed up at my doorstep after parking down the road, crying hysterically to my mother, who told
I never
him to
cried
leave.
hysterically.
what?
That's a lie.
Because I said it
I
was
never
over.
Quiet.
Because I said that I didn't want to see him any longer. And
how
he
long?
showed up
What month was that approximately?
May, at the
It
beginning
was
of
April.
May.
April even. That's even
Oh, so
soon.
April I told you to
Right,
get
so
lost.
that's
It
only
was April after
All
our
right,
second
sir.
date.
Did you show up crying? We don't get to these loans. Did you show up crying?
I never. She's not worth crying over.
you
I
show
came
up at the
to talk
doorstep?
to her, and her mom was at the door. And I tried to say, "Can I talk to Misty?" And she said, "No, Misty doesn't want to talk to you. Talk to Steph, a friend of hers that supposedly had been making allegations about me." And that's when I knew that her friends were interfering in the relationship.
Unpaid loan for $200. Tell me what happened.
Well, on our second date, she had said that she had unpaid either parking violations or traffic violations.
I've never had a traffic violation.
you
Why did
tell
you need
me-
$150, Misty?
You got angry because you dished out a nice dinner.
What does
and
this have
didn't
to do
get
with the
anywhere,
$150,
Michael.
Misty?
Because you were straight up. You have
Why did
text
you need to-
messages on my phone where
but
you
what
straight
does-
up said.
Sir,
said you
if
did it in the
say
place
what
of
you want her
bitterness.
to hear. If you say it to me, I promise you she'll hear it.
All right. She had claimed she needed $150 for parking violations and for
Did
traffic
she
violations.
ask you for it or she said I need it?
She needed it, and she said she would pay it in increments.
She said she needed it, or did she say, I want to borrow it from you? Those are two different things.
She needed.
Women
she wanted to
all
borrow
the time
it.
start mentioning their financial problems. Usually they wait to beyond the first date.
Right.
But they start mentioning their financial problems, waiting on you to volunteer.
Well.
And so that may have been the case. You may have volunteered this gift after hearing her express her financial problem. You might have caved in. You might say, okay, I know this game, so let me just get this out the way. What's your problem? Okay, here's your problem. I got your problem covered. Now, let's get to it.
All right.
And now when she doesn't get to it, you run up to the door crying to her mom, I gave her $150 and she ain't done nothing with me.
Right. Well, that's not how it happened.
Did she ask to borrow the money?
Yeah, she asked to borrow the money.
Absolutely not.
That's a lie.
Because that doesn't sound like what you were saying.
No, and it proves
I
it with
said
your own
to
words,
her,
Michael.
Let's go over it again. Tell
Right.
me as best you can recall how the conversations occurred regarding money.
Well, we were in the parking lot of one of the gas stations, and she had asked me that she needed $150 to cover for fees for her parking violations because she was going to college and she was a single mom. And I said I would let her borrow it, and she says, I will pay you in increments.
Ma'am, did you agree to pay him $200 or $150 or not?
No, Your Honor, because I never asked for the money, and these
But did you
messages
ever
prove
agree
it.
to repay it?
No,
Whether you
Your
ask
Honor,
or not.
I did
As he
not.
said, he could have said, well, I'll loan it to you. I hear you have this problem.
Right.
But I'll loan you this money.
Absolutely not, Your Honor. I never, ever, ever had said that I would repay any money.
How come it says so in that text message that's right on the judge's lectern over there?
Well, how about these text messages that say you openly did
Ma'am,
this case?
speak to me.
Okay.
What
He
does it say?
openly, when I first got the letter from the courts, and it was served to me at home. So I texted him and said, what is this about? What is going on where you're taking me to court for something? And he even says in here, I will withdraw it if we can meet. I did it in the haste of bitterness. Look, I am sorry. I will withdraw it. I just miss you so much. I never loved anyone before since the way I loved you. I did have a ring picked out for you. I wanted to marry you and whatnot and whatnot. These are all right here documented.
3 weeks? 2 days. You don't want to touch that over there, Doc. You'll be writing letters in a minute. Lord. Sir, how do you explain this?
Well, because I said I would withdraw it only
Sir,
if...
this doesn't say anything about, I'll pay you. It says good night.
No, it said... may I show you where it said the actual text message where she said 200, it's fine. It has a circle around it with
Man,
two
I might need
stars.
200 is fine. 200 is what I need.
Right.
Not
is
that
what
I'll
she
pay
agreed
you.
to. That's what she agreed to pay me back.
I never agreed to pay you back
Then how come it
anything,
said so
Michael.
in that text message?
So read that. I will pay you back $200.
It's
Read it. Read it. Read it. Sounds like she's saying 200. That'll do it. That'll meet my needs.
It said, no, it's fine, 200 it is.
Yeah.
Because the
200
text-
it is what I need. Is
Thank
what
you.
I'll accept, not what I'll repay.
That is what she had said that
Well,
she would
then
pay
why
back.
did you write her something saying you only did it out of bitterness?
I did that out of bitterness, but she had also said that she would pay me back in increments.
That's not what that
broken,
says,
and the reason
sir.
why is because we had broken up, and I wanted to get back
We were
together
never
with
together,
her.
so we could not break up.
We were together, and how come we
Really,
went on
you're
two
making
additional
my stomach
dates?
turn, Michael. I was
Rebecca,
never with
then how
you.
come we went to the movie theater and Red Lobster, and then we went to
Movie
Two
theater
Vine?
and Red
Tell me
Lobster?
about all the... Tell me about that, Misty. Tell me about the two other dates we went on afterwards.
You
So that
tell me
equals
because
4
you're
dates.
so
You keep saying it was
detailed.
2. But now it doubles
Whether
to 4.
it's 2, 4, whatever it is, you are a psychotic whack job.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
By the way, your case is dismissed, sir.
I still care about Misty. I'm sorry that it all ended this way, and I'm sorry that it had to come to this. I really cared about her, and I've cared about her for over all this time that we have been together, but things happen.
It's done. It's over with. So please stop talking to me.
Just stop texting me. You've texted me up to June 4. Do you want to see the text, Misty?
I'd like you to go to a psychiatrist, Michael.
Well, Misty, maybe you should, Misty, for all, maybe for all the drugs that you take. Maybe
Stumbling
you
much?
forgot.
Stuttler?
Good riddance, Misty.
Goodbye, Michael.